2025 top 3 financial tips, or the top 3 financial tips for 2025. Let's get into it. All right, so this one is the one that I'm going to be working on so hard. This is the top one for myself. This is the one that I'm going to be going after. This is the one that for the last couple of years I have slacked on because I was too busy worried about a 9-to-5 that I wasn't worried about building up my own empire. And so that's what I'm focusing on now, right? My focus is shifting. It is taking a shift. It's not about what I'm doing when I go to work every day, even though I'm still going to do my best at my 9-to-5. Listen, we got to focus on us. We got to focus on the empire that we're building. And so that is what my focus will be for 2025. So I'm going to use my money in order to make more money. Now, one way that I'm already doing that is that I am investing in the stock market, right? And I talk about that all the time. Any extra money that I have goes into the stock market. But so that's not my focus. So I already have been doing that. I have a monthly amount that I put into there, and it's actually doing very well, right? The stock market is doing very well. And so that money has been growing a lot the past 4 years because I started 4 years ago. And now I'm shifting towards, not really shifting because I'm still going to do that, but I am building a business. So that is my ultimate goal for 2025. I actually already started in August of this year. At the end of August, I've been working on it continuously, but now it's really time to take this thing to the moon. So I am going to build a business. Now, what it is going to be a whole nother separate video, possibly a series. So I'll talk about that much later. And I probably won't even release videos for that until 2025 because I actually started making videos about the process thereof. And it has not been easy. I'm going to tell you, it's not been easy at all to set this thing up. And I'm still going after it. I'm still doing it. I'm not going to stop. I'm not going to quit because that's what I told you in my Build a Business video that I'm going to link at the end of this one. And so that's what I'm doing. That is my whole focus. That is my whole goal for 2025, even though I started it in 2024. Because one thing that I don't do is I don't wait to start things that I want to do, right? So when I think of something or when I have an idea, boo, I'm not waiting for that. I'm not waiting to implement strategies in order to put that thing in motion. I'm not waiting because when I have that idea, I'm doing it now. And so that's what I'm doing in terms of my business. So I've been doing it. I just need to like put all my whole self into it, and now I'm getting there. I'm this close to having 100% of myself into it. I'm at 90% right now, but I need to go hard because this is one business venture that we not stopping, right? So there are so many things that I've told you about in the past, businesses that I've started. I've tried to make bracelets, sell clothes, and actually this is one of the items that I had in my online store. And actually my daughter Brielle created this masterpiece. And so listen, that's what it is. This is one of the items. But so those are of the past, and I have one in mind for the future that I'm not going to let slip through my little fingers. All right, so build the business. That's what I'm doing. That's how I'm using my money, the money that I have, in order to make money. Some other things, start a side hustle. I have one of those as well. I'm a notary public. And so, people call me from time to time because I'm not really advertising. Sometimes people do find me on the internet. They call me from time to time, and I go and I do it, and then I make a little bit of money, and that's it. But that's not really been a full-time hustle. And One other thing that we can do is invest in something. So we talked about the stock market, but I'm pretty sure there are other things that you can invest in. Like, for instance, my cousin bakes. So I really would love for her to find a storefront and have that be her full-time job. And so I would invest in that business. And there are other people in my life that I really believe in what they do, and I would invest in them. If they took it a step further, I would use some of the money that I have to give to them so that they can do whatever it is they need to do in order to make a profit or turn a profit. And so I would invest in something. But what can you invest in? Now, don't take yourself off the table, because you could also invest in you, right? I'm not saying you have to get 1,000,000 degrees, but some type of trade wouldn't help. Maybe a course here and there wouldn't help for things that you want to do in the future. So you can invest in something. Either way, the goal is to use your money to make money in 2025. So how are you doing that? That's something that you can be thinking about from now until next week. That's all you got. You got from now to next week to put a plan in place. And I wouldn't even actually wait till 2025. I would do it right now. The next thing that we need for 2025 is a savings plan. It's a savings plan, right? And so the question becomes, how much are you saving? And it doesn't have to be a big to-do. Some people think that because they're not saving $2,000 a month, $1,000 a month, that they can't save anything. No, save what you can. But one thing I am going to say about that is that if you don't have a budget, then you probably won't even be able to save a thing. So budget your way to success. Know how much you have coming in. That's your income. Know how much you have going out, your expenses. Then how much do you have left? Then you can determine how much is going to be your savings and how much you are going to freely spend, right? But one thing that you need to do is to treat your savings like a bill. As soon as I get paid, right? I pay my bills, I put my savings to the side, and then I spend the rest, right? I just, that it has to be a mentality of expenses, savings, you put it away like a bill, and then you spend the rest. And so it doesn't have to be a lot. You just have to make sure that you're saving something. So even if it's $100 a month, right? Put $25 a week away. If you can do $50 a week, put it away, put it to the side so that you know, hey, this is money not to be touched. This is earmarked for whatever it is, an emergency, a vacation. This is earmarked for my investments. This is earmarked for my business. You have to decide what it is for, right? You just have to be saving something because you have to have money. Like you have to have a buffer. What you have coming in can't be the only thing that you have. That should not be the only money that you have, right? You can't be waiting for that next check. You can't just be, spending until you have zero and then waiting for money to come in. We too old for that. That's not what we're doing. And so please know that you have to have a savings plan in order to be saving, right? You're just not going to one day wake up and be like, you know what, I'm going to save that. No, you got to have a plan beforehand. So a month in advance or 2 weeks out before you get in your next check, line it up. This is what I know is coming in. This is what I know I'm going to have to spend on my bills, and this is what I know I'm going to save. And the rest you can spend. So have your savings plan together. For me, I've already checked that box, but I know that so many of us have not. So I wanted to run that back around and let us know that it's still of importance for us to have the savings plan. And the last thing is, and only do this if you've done the first two, right? If you have a savings plan and if you are using your money to make money, then I want you to do number 3 on my list, which is to turn up. Turn up, okay? Freely spend. Make sure that you have allotted money towards yourself to freely spend. The problem is some of us do this too much and some of us only do this that they've not done the first two. So when you get through the first two, okay, savings plan and using your money to make money, then make sure that you are maximizing time for you, right? Time for you to do whatever it is that you want to do. If you want to take that vacation, listen, use that money to take that vacation. If you want to take a flight somewhere real fast and come right back, do that. If you want to go to the spa that day, do that. I want you to take care of you. I want you to believe that you are enjoying life, because we're not here just to pay bills. We're not here just to go to work every day. That's not what we're doing. I want you to feel like you have some type of enjoyment in life, right? And sometimes when we are on this financial path, it feels the opposite of that. We feel like, oh, we're just saving all of our money, that we are not really we're not really loving on ourselves or taking care of ourselves. But use your free spending money to do exactly what it is that you want to do. And listen, but use it as a reward. Use it as a reward. You're rewarding yourself with the things that you want to do when you have done the things that you know to do, right? So you can't do the want first. You have to do the things that you need to do in order to better your financial situation first, before you even get to this point where you're just, enjoying free spending money, or maybe you have a little bit of extra free spending money, or maybe that income tax money that you have coming in won't be going towards debt repayment, or it won't be going towards your investments. Maybe you want to use that whole thing to just live your best life. And I do encourage you to do that once you have the first two things in place. And so I'm going to be doing a lot more of this, turning up and using my free spending money in order to do fun things for myself. I've been craving a massage lately, and listen, I'm going to get that. I'm going to get that. And we have to do the things that make us feel like we are working for something, right? And so I don't want us to turn that part of us off, right? We have to have fun. We've got to go out here and enjoy these happy hours, because I love myself a good happy hour. And we just have to live our best lives, so to speak. And I encourage you to do that. But I encourage you to do that once your financial situation is stable. All right? All right. So I hope that you've enjoyed these 2025 top 3 financial tips, right? Use your money to make money. Make sure that you have a savings plan, and turn up. But before you turn off this channel, I need you to subscribe, right? So please share the video, like the video, subscribe. And also comment below on how you are going to use your money to make money, because I'm so curious about that. I'm very curious about how we're doing that this year. Drop that comment below.